morning, everybody. Today we are going to make my banana bread. This is a recipe that I came up with on my own. We just call it award-winning. Entered into a county fair a couple of times and won first place 3 years in a row. I usually use just regular all-purpose flour, which you can absolutely do. Today I'm going to use our all-purpose gluten-free flour so that the kids can have it. So let's just jump right in. Okay, in my mixer I just have 3 ripe bananas. I just kind of gave it a quick whirl to mash them up really good. A trick, if you don't have bananas that are ripe and ready to go, if you throw them in the freezer for a couple of hours and then take them out and thaw them, they will be perfect for banana bread. Something about freezing them sort of enhances that sweetness. Alright, and to that we're going to add 1.5 cups of my all-purpose flour. A cup of sugar. And sometimes I'll do a 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar. It just sort of adds a richness to it. Okay, and then we've got 2 eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla. And this recipe is really easy too. You literally just throw it all in, mix it up, and you're ready to go. 1/2 cup of butter. Really, you should just use softened. I forgot to take it out, so I popped it in the microwave. Overdid it and it melted, but it's not that big of a deal. And then in this bowl I have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda, a rounded teaspoon of cinnamon, and then my 2 very secret ingredients. Just don't tell anybody. It is a 1/2 teaspoon of ground clove and a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And then we're just going to turn this on. Make sure you kind of scrape the sides of your bowl down. Alright, and you just want to mix it until it's incorporated. Alright, and we're just going to get this into our loaf pan. And I just used some nonstick spray. You can use any kind of nonstick spray or do the like butter and flour in there. Okay, so now I've got my batter in my loaf pan, and then on top of this I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of gluten-free oats. This just adds like some texture to the top, and it sneaks a little bit of oats in because Laviana doesn't really like oats. And then I've got here, it's like a tablespoon of brown sugar, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and just a little sprinkle of clove and nutmeg. And then I'm just going to sprinkle that lightly over the top. And you probably won't use all of this on the top here. It just gives it a nice color and then reinforces those flavors that you put into the bread itself. Alright, and then we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for an hour, or until a toothpick in the middle comes out clean. Okay, here is our finished banana bread. When it's done cooking, pull it out of the oven, let it cool for like 20 to 30 minutes, then just run a knife along the edge, flip it out on your cooling rack, and let it cool the rest of the way before slicing. I hope you all enjoy this. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below. I will also include a written recipe for this below. Thank you.